Hey, this is my Meulin Audition. So I'm just going to start with saying that I have two main Meulin voices that I use, and one of them is sort of like my regular voice, but it's a bit more high-pitched. And so it sounds a little bit like this, and I think it sounds a lot more natural than the second one. And I also throw in a little bit of a Finnish accent because Leon is Finnish, and so that's just sort of my headcanon for how all the Leons will talk. And then the second one, it's a lot more high-pitched, and that's a lot more cutesy, and it's a bit animated. I think it's very cartoonish. And I don't really know how I feel about this voice. I like it sometimes. I usually only use it whenever I'm trying to be really, really deliberately cute. Or like whenever Meulin goes into her little bouts of like emoji, 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 emoji. Or when she's squealing. And I don't use that often because I think it's just a little bit hard on the ears. And even right now I can't really do it without my throat hurting that much. So for this I'm just going to be using my first voice. So the questions I'm going to be using, most of them are going to be from the Meulin Ask blog, and a couple of them might be from a panel that I was in at one point. And so the first question is, we all know how you're pale and how your red love life turned out, but what about black? Have you ever hated someone? Well, okay. Black rom, it was always Carlos's thing. He was always the best at it when it came to shipping or when it came to the actual quadrant. But yes, I have hated someone before, but it wasn't a Kiss Mace's type hate, though. I really and truly wanted them dead. And looking back on it now, I feel bad for hating this person. They were a close friend. A really close friend. Actually, no. We weren't that close. They were always closer to someone else. They took everything from me. Everything I ever cared about. The one thing I really wanted in my life. They didn't even notice. Okay, so the next one's going to be a bit more happy, and it's from I can't remember. Okay, it's from a panel, I think. Alright, and it's, so everyone hit on Rufio at one point. How did your time go? I remember that. I actually used a really crappy pickup line. So, Rufio, do you happen to be a purebred by any chance? Because you just rushed and blew me away. That was terrible. Alright, and so the last question... Oh, hi there, cat. So the last question is also from the Meulin Ask blog, and it's, what do you think of Horace? So, Horace is really cool. He's the best Meow ever. When we're really, really close friends. We were really close friends before we became Meow though. He doesn't